Manchester United fans, stop scrolling. Lucy Noella here. Big news just dropped at Old Trafford today. Before we get into it, make sure you like this video and subscribe so you never miss any United updates. Football Manchester United will go very big for midfielders in the summer, but Leon Goretzka currently not on their radar. Manchester United have plans to go big in their bid to recruit in midfield in the summer transfer window, according to journalist Fabrizio Romano. The Red Devils have announced that Casemiro is leaving at the end of the season, and they are identifying prospective targets ahead of the next transfer window. Bayern Munich star Leon Goretzka is reportedly not currently on their radar. He is out of contract at the end of the season and will not be short of suitors when he becomes a free agent. Brighton and Hove, Albion midfielder Carlos Baleba, Crystal Palace's Adam Wharton, and Nottingham Forest's Elliot Anderson have all been linked with Man United. While Romano did not mention any of them in his transfer update on YouTube today, the club are expected to go after at least one of them. Leon Goretzka will leave Bayern Munich as a free agent this summer and will have plenty of options, Romano said. My understanding is that Manchester United will go very big for midfielders in the summer. Trust me, very big. They could sign one or maybe two midfielders. United will go very strong for midfielders. Casemiro is leaving, but at the moment, I am not aware of anything advanced for Goretzka. Whoever is the manager heading into next season will determine which midfielders will be signed. Interim boss Michael Carrick will hope to do enough to earn a permanent deal after replacing Ruben Amorim until the end of the season. The Red Devils are now expected to hold on to Kobbie Mainoo after Carrick brought him back into the starting seating end, which could result in them going for just one midfielder in the summer. Kobbie starts, Sesko dropped? Manchester United's predicted lineup for Fulham has just dropped, and it's already causing chaos. After that massive win over Arsenal, Michael Carrick looks ready to make a big call at Old Trafford. New heroes, bold decisions, and one huge name stuck on the bench. Let's break down United's predicted XC and why this lineup could decide their season. Goalkeeper and defense. Can United stay solid? United are expected to stick with Senna Lamens in goal after a tough outing last time. In defense, it's the experienced pairing of Harry Maguire and Lisandro Martinez, a duo that must be rock solid against Fulham's physical attack. On the flanks, Diogo Dalot on the right, Luke Shaw on the left. Both fullbacks will be key going forward. But one wrong move could leave United exposed. Depth options like Mazraoui and Aiden Heaven wait in the wings. Midfield, controller chaos. The engine room belongs to Kobbie Mainoo and Casemiro. Youth meets experience. Their job? Win the midfield battle and protect the back four. Ahead of them is where things get exciting. Matheus Cunha, Bruno Fernandes, Amad Diallo. This trio could absolutely tear Fulham apart, but only if they click. Meanwhile, Ugarte and Mount start on the bench, ready to change the game late. Attack! Why is Sesko benched? Leading the line is Brian Mbeumo, tasked with stretching Fulham's defense and finishing chances. But the big talking point, Benjamin Sesko starts on the bench. Is Carrick saving him? Is Kobbie the new main man? Or is this a tactical gamble that could backfire? So that's Manchester United's predicted apprise. Kobbie starting, Sesko benched, and Carrick rolling the dice once again. Will this lineup dominate Fulham? Or will these decisions come back to haunt United? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Should Sesko start? Is Kobbie the future of United's attack? And will this XI get all 3 points at Old Trafford? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Big United news coming your way. Manchester United are about to drop a bomb in the transfer market. A deal that could break the club's all-time transfer record is already being planned, while one current United player is set to leave in the final days of the window. Is Ineos preparing something massive behind the scenes? And could a $100 million midfielder be heading to Old Trafford? Let's break it all down. Manchester United's January window has been quiet so far. No new signings, no late panic buys. But don't let that fool you. Behind the scenes, United are already shaping a huge summer rebuild, especially in midfield. After splashing around $230 million last summer, Ineos appear determined to play the long game this time. First, let's talk outgoings. According to reports from the Netherlands, Tyrell Malaysia is likely to leave in the final days of the transfer window, with interest coming from Italy and Turkey. Injuries have derailed his United career, and this could finally be the end of his time at Old Trafford. But the real story lies in the summer. United are preparing for a major midfield overhaul, with Casemiro expected to go, and doubts surrounding the futures of Bruno Fernandes and Manuel Ugarte. And that's where one name keeps popping up: Carlos Baleba. The Brighton midfielder has been identified as United's #1 Casemiro replacement, and reports suggest Ineos have a clear timeline to complete the deal. Here's the big headline: Manchester United are ready to smash their transfer record with a $100 million bid for Baleba this summer. United couldn't afford the move last year, but this time, they're ready? Even more interesting, Baleba is said to be keen on the move, has already agreed personal terms, and is excited by the idea of linking up with his international teammate Bryan Mbeumo at Old Trafford. Brighton won't sell in January, but come summer, this could be one of the biggest transfers in Premier League history. So, will Manchester United really break their transfer record for Carlos Baleba? Is this the start of a new Ineos-led era at Old Trafford? And who else could follow Casemiro out the door? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button if you want daily Man United transfer updates. And don't forget to subscribe, because this summer is about to get wild. United updates. Manchester United transfer news. Midfield targets new contract confirmed as summer struggle approaches. Ruben Neves is set to sign a new deal with Al Hilal in a blow to Manchester United, the latest report has claimed. The Red Devils will face Fulham in the Premier League on Sunday, and they will hope to claim a third consecutive win. Interim boss Michael Carrick has performed well in the dugout, overseeing wins against Manchester City and Arsenal, with the reintroduction of midfielder Kobbie Mainoo a key reason for their resurgence. However, it remains to be seen if the club's current options in the middle of the pitch will be enough to secure a top-4 finish. Journalist Gianluigi Longari has claimed that reported target Neves has agreed to a 3-year contract extension to stay at Al Hilal. Man United midfield targets, who should they sign? It has been well established that United have held interest in Brighton and Hove Albion star Carlos Baleba, but only bringing in one marquee signing in the summer would be risky. Casemiro has confirmed that he will leave at the end of the season upon the expiry of his contract, and his exit means the only senior midfielders at the club next term will be Mainoo and Manuel Ugarte as things stand. The Red Devils have also been linked with James Garner, but he has signed a new deal with Everton, and it is not clear if he will be available in the summer. If the club could also bring in one of Adam Wharton or Elliot Anderson, their squad would be in a strong position ahead of 2026-27, though that may be dependent on securing Champions League football this season. What do Manchester United need in the January transfer window? While there is an urgent need to reinforce in midfield, the club arguably also need to make several additions elsewhere in the team. Captain Bruno Fernandes has been the club's best player yet again this term, but he is 31 and has strongly been linked with a move to the Saudi Pro League. Centre-back Harry Maguire looks set to leave for free at the end of the season, while Luke Shaw is 30 and has frequently picked up injuries during his time at Old Trafford. United may need to make more than one addition in defence, and if Fernandes leaves, they will have to find ways of replacing his creative impact. January is almost done, but the transfer drama is just getting started. Chelsea chaos, a Palmer bombshell, Sterling out, and Arsenal and Man United making late moves. This window might still have a twist left in it. If you want the latest transfer news, rumors, and late window shocks, you're in the right place. Let's break it all down. Chelsea in turmoil. Raheem Sterling's Chelsea contract ended early, frozen out, mutual agreement, and now searching for a new club. What went wrong at Stamford Bridge? Cole Palmer to Man United? Palmer's Chelsea future under serious spotlight. Growing links to Manchester United. Would Chelsea really sell their biggest star to a rival? How this move could shake the Premier League. Manchester United updates. Michael Carrick pushing to stay as head coach. United's short-term versus long-term plans. Why January reinforcements look unlikely, but summer could be massive. Arsenal and Liverpool latest. Arsenal staying quiet, for now. Liverpool criticized for missing out on Mark Guehi. Are both clubs risking too much by standing still? Deadline day watch. Only days left in the January window. Late deals, panic buys, and surprise exits still possible. Anything can happen. That's the latest transfer news as things stand. But with the clock ticking, expect chaos. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash the like button, subscribe for daily transfer updates, and drop a comment below. Should Chelsea sell Palmer? Where does Sterling end up next? I'll keep you updated with every major move. See you in the next one. What if I told you? Manchester United are seriously considering a £150 million move for a Chelsea superstar. A player who grew up supporting United, was discarded by Man City, and is now one of the most dangerous attackers in Europe? Yes, Cole Palmer to Manchester United might actually be real. And this transfer? It could rewrite Premier League history. Before we break this down, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into it. Palmer's rise. Cole Palmer's story is wild. He came through the Manchester City Academy, but under Pep Guardiola, minutes were hard to come by. City decided to cash in. Chelsea paid around £42.5 million in 2023. Fast forward to now, and Palmer has exploded. 48 goals, 29 assists, 110 appearances. At just 23 years old, he's become Chelsea's main man, one of the most creative attackers in Europe, even with injuries limiting him this season. Man City's loss has become Chelsea's crown jewel. Why United? So why Manchester United? According to journalist Fraser Fletcher, Palmer is now ready to join United. And here's the key part. He grew up as a Manchester United fan. He has no interest in returning to Man City while Pep is in charge. And he's reportedly open to a move to Old Trafford. There are also whispers that Palmer isn't fully happy at Chelsea, despite being their star. And if Bruno Fernandes leaves this summer, the door swings wide open. The 150-meter bombshell. Now let's talk money. Chelsea are not selling cheap. Reports say United would need to pay over £150 million to get this deal done. That would make Cole Palmer the most expensive player in Premier League history, beating Liverpool's 130mm move for Alexander Isak. Insane? Yes, but this is Ineos, and this would be a statement signing. Let's break this down quickly. Tactical fit. Palmer can play as a number 10 inverted winger or free creator, perfect for a modern United attack. Future core. Pair him with Kobbie Mainoo and suddenly United have a young, elite English spine. Market value. Premier League proven. Global star. Commercial gold. The risk? 150 meters is massive pressure. There's no hiding at that price. But greatness never comes cheap. And speaking of Mainoo, according to The Athletic, United are preparing to resume contract talks with the 20-year-old. He's currently on around $20,000 a week. His deal expires next season with a 1-year option. Ineos want him locked in. This isn't random. United are building something. So here's the big question. Is Cole Palmer to Manchester United a fantasy transfer or the defining move of the Ineos era? 150 million is huge, but elite talent at 23 years old? That's how dynasties are built. Let me know in the comments. Would you take Cole Palmer at United? Yes or no? Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Manchester United fans, stop scrolling. Lucy Noella here. Big news just dropped at Old Trafford today. Before we get into it, make sure you like this video and subscribe so you never miss any United updates. Adam Wharton to Man United, the transfer twist that could define United's summer. Manchester United aren't just watching this space anymore. They're moving. Just when it looked like the Red Devils' midfield plans were settled, a new name has surged to the very top of their shortlist. A name that's already lighting up the Premier League, catching the eye of Europe's elite and drawing uncomfortable comparisons to a certain United legend. That name? Adam Wharton. And this transfer race is heating up fast. From Championship to England star in 6 months. Adam Wharton's rise hasn't been steady, it's been explosive. In January 2024, he was playing Championship football with Blackburn Rovers. By summer, he was pulling on an England shirt at the European Championship, a leap that tells you everything about his talent and mentality. Yet what truly sets Wharton apart is composure. No ego, no hype chasing, just calm authority on the ball and a football brain operating several moves ahead of everyone else. At Crystal Palace, he's become the heartbeat of the midfield, the player everything flows through. What makes Wharton so special? Wharton isn't your typical Premier League midfielder. He's something rarer. A left foot like a wand, splitting defenses with first-time passes. Elite positioning, always available, always controlling transitions. Game intelligence, directs teammates, reads danger before it arrives. The perfect hybrid, part old-school English grit, part Spanish playmaker. So impressive is his technical quality that teammate Yeremy Pino believes Wharton has the ability to play for Spain. An extraordinary compliment. Yes, He may lack the raw physical presence of rivals like Elliot Anderson or Carlos Baleba, but football isn't won in the gym. It's won between the ears. And there, Wharton is almost peerless. United make their move, and rivals are nervous. According to Team Talk, Manchester United have now ramped up their interest, making informal approaches to understand Wharton's availability. The key twist? Wharton is no longer just one option. He's being lined up as United's marquee midfield signing, jumping ahead of Anderson and Baleba. But this race is far from simple. Liverpool are pushing hard. Manchester City are watching closely. Tottenham and Newcastle are also circling. Liverpool, in particular, are believed to be aggressive suitors, holding fresh talks and even positioning themselves as early frontrunners. And there's one factor that could decide everything. Champions League football, the deciding factor. Wharton wants the biggest stage. Champions League football is understood to be crucial to his decision, a challenge he feels ready for after his rapid rise. That's why Manchester United's resurgence under Michael Carrick is so vital. Momentum, belief, and a return to Europe's elite could be the difference between winning and losing this race. The irony? Wharton is already being described as the next Michael Carrick, and now Carrick's United may hold Wharton's future in their hands. Final whistle, a transfer that could shape United's era. This isn't just another summer signing. Adam Wharton represents control, intelligence, and long-term identity. Exactly what Manchester United have been searching for in midfield since Carrick himself retired. If United get this deal right, they don't just sign a player, they sign a foundation. But with Liverpool closing in and Europe watching, the clock is ticking. Will Old Trafford be Wharton's next destination? Or will United watch another generational talent slip away? One thing's certain, this transfer saga is only just beginning. Thanks for watching. Now I want to hear from you. What's your reaction to this United news? Drop a comment, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't miss the next update.